Hi YouTube! Welcome to another video. Today we're watching History's Worst Non-Water Floods. Oh no! Look at this thumbnail. Oh no! By Salmonella Academy. Yippee!
This episode of Salmonella Academy is brought to you by Skillshare.
Poopy, maybe. Who knows?
Hey kids, if you've been on Earth for any amount of time, you should know that this place is pretty wet and wild. With water just falling from the sky whenever it feels like it, it's no surprise that floods are among nature's most common means of wrecking humanity's hard work. However, not every flood has been made out of plain old H2O. Today, we're going to talk about...
I love that show. You guys, I had a DVD of the mermaid of H2O. What is it called in English?
Work. However, not every flood has been made out of plain old H2O.
H2O just add water. Look at them. Look at this show was so silly. It's a mermaid. You guys, it's a mermaid show. It's like a show about mermaids. I watched it when I was a kid. I'm into high.
Today, we're going to talk about some of the few non-water liquid disasters that mankind has endured. January 15th, 1919 was a particularly warm day for Boston, at around 40 degrees Fahrenheit, well above the...
You know who else is wet and wild? Who?
Freezing temperatures of the past week. Men wore their hats a little less snugly, children huddled about the fire a little less closely, and a metal tank containing 2.3 million gallons of molasses decided to collapse. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sam, I've never even held a molasses before. I didn't know there was 2.3 million gallons of it in the world. What was that much molasses doing in one place? Well, young grasshopper, as with most things, the answer is alcohol. As the cylinder came tumbling down, it unleashed a delicious brown tsunami that was 25 feet high at its peak. Also, forget everything you know about idioms, because the waves were recorded to have moved as fast as 35 miles per hour. That means you're slower than molasses.
Bruh!
Add that to the fact that molasses is way more dense than water, and you've got a recipe for some major destruction.
Yeah, at least it wasn't poop, right?
Accounts of the event describe houses being swept off their foundation and subsequently demolished. The level of damage was comparable to a tornado sweeping through, its path of devastation stretching a half-mile long. Here's a picture.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was like, it's like molasses is just like syrup, right? But like very thick? Is it?
Picture of something. I
Sugar
can't tell what it was supposed to be. All I know is that
Oh.
molasses clearly does not play. That's not all, though. A truck was picked up and chucked into the harbor, a train car got knocked off its tracks, and a bunch of dogs and horses just straight up drowned. Oh, and some people, too. Around 150 were injured and 21 were killed in the disaster. Talk about the...
Imagine you drown in fucking sugar stuff.
Sweet release of death, am I right? Ha A couple of reasons these numbers were so high were that A, once you're stuck in something that thick and sticky, you're kind of fucked unless 3 guys with a rope happen to show up. And B, the affected area was so large that 3 guys with a rope would have no way to get to you without getting trapped themselves. As a result, rescuers had to wait several days before the molasses either sufficiently drained out of an area or hardened up enough in the sun and the cold so that it could be walked on without sinking in. After the incident, cleanup was carried.
But even that, if it got hard, imagine you get stuck in it, okay? You get stuck in this, but you don't die. But it gets hard after a few days. What do you do? Oh my god.
Carried out primarily by blasting the streets with...
I don't need to imagine. I'm drowning in your eyes. Vanish. Thank you, Internet Explorer. Thank you. Fossilized in molasses is a terrible death. If you think about it, you know those candies that are like, what is it, like lollipops, but they have like an insect encapsulated in them. It's like that, but humans.
Saltwater, which took many weeks and stained the waters of the Boston Harbor brown for months. Naturally, all the rescue workers and cleanup crew ended up getting molasses all over them, which led to them getting the stuff all over.
No, it's not amber. They have there's like actual candy. There's like, wait, for real, insect candy. Wait, really, It's a thing. Yeah, look at that. This is this is what those people were like, basically. Yeah.
Payphones, subway cars, door handles, you name it. It's said that for decades afterwards, residents could still catch a whiff of molasses outside during the summer months, and Boston remains one of Forbes' top 10 stickiest places to this day. Our next tale took place on
Wait. Top 10 stickiest places. Golden Corral, NA. Atlantic City, New Jersey. The Gamer Gunk Factory. The Chuck E. Cheese Ball Pit in Sacramento. Oh no. Oh no. What's r/gruel? I don't think I want to know. I feel like every subreddit, if you've never... Guys, fun, like, life hack. If you hear like a silly subreddit name and you've never heard of it, probably you shouldn't look it up. You probably shouldn't look it up. Mipion's house? Okay, I'm a snail. I'm not sticky. I'm slimy.
One of Forbes' top 10 stickiest places to this day. Our next tale took place on the evening of June 18th, 1875 in Dublin.
Yeah, if you heard of a subreddit, you should look it up.
Raging across several blocks of the city for many hours
Gruel equals girl drool. Oh my god.
prior. And like many of us do after a long hard day of wreaking havoc, the fire decided to mosey on over to the malt house for a much needed drink. Around 5,000 barrels of whiskey and other social lubricants subsequently burst from the heat, sending a cascade of what is essentially liquid fuel careening out into the street, carrying the inferno on its back wherever it went. Now, normally you think people would just run away from the impending danger, but being that this is Ireland, the crowds of people had a better idea. They said, hey, fellow upstanding citizens, why don't we band together and, help with the cleanup efforts? So they decided to...
That's what I thought as soon as you mentioned Ireland. I was like, okay. They're just gonna wanna drink it.
Dispose of the river of beverage running through their neighborhood by hiding it safely away in their stomachs. Some people drank directly from the street, while the classier among them were seen
There's fire like on it, bro.
taking off their nasty sweat-filled boots, filling them up and just gulping away. Keep in mind, while today's version is flavored primarily with cinnamon, this Fireball whiskey contained a special blend of spices including ash, street filth, tiny shards of glass and wood, and whatever else you could imagine.
That's
but hey,
awful. Because, like, if you think about it, at the first thought, you think, oh my god, free whiskey, that's awesome. But then, you know, you realize, oh yeah, I mean... It has carried, like, all the dirt from everywhere, like, you know. That's awful. That's awful. Open the gruel Reddit. I know you were gonna... I told you, you shouldn't. Original Shui. Ew. Extra protein. Not just protein.
free drinks are free drinks. In the end, 13 people perished as a result of this incident. Was it from the fire? Nope. Smoke inhalation? Mm-mm. Drowning? Still no. Unfortunately, though they did boot and they did rally, they forgot to do both at once. As a result, all 13 deaths were actually from alcohol poisoning caused by...
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. How does that happen? Good way to die? I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh my god.
Chugging too much runaway liquor. So let this be a lesson, kids. Don't drink street booze. You have no idea where it's been.
Exactly.
Just go to a dispensary instead. Moving along, here's another potation inundation. This time on the other aisle. 1814 London was a rapidly growing metropolis. And like all metropolis...
At least they died drinking what they like. Yeah, but it's... I mean, god damn it.
It had its fair share of densely populated slums, one of which was St. Giles Rookery. And what better place is there to build a brewery than amongst the impoverished and thirsty? Unfortunately, said brewery apparently got cocky and decided to skimp out on their iron rings that hold up the big beer things budget, leading to one of the vats completely collapsing and knocking over all the others with it. In total, around 323,000 imperial gallons, or 1.5 million liters of beer were unleashed that day. The flood of ale...
Another one that's just alcohol? Are you serious?
Pushed over the wall.
Okay. What are we thinking? What did the London people do? Did they also just drink it from the street? Did they also die of alcohol poisoning? We will see. We will
Brewery
see.
with the same ease that Jared Kushner pushes old ladies down escalators, gushing out into the streets and totally demolishing multiple homes situated nearby. Good morning, America. I'm reporter Pat Lauer. No relation, don't worry. We're here at the scene of the world's biggest party foul. Ma'am, how does this whole thing make you feel? Ha, don't worry. This isn't the first time alcohol has torn my household apart.
Oh no!
In all seriousness, my husband has struck me on multiple occasions. At least 8 people are known to have died as a result of the incident, either from drowning or from having their house dropped on them. In spite of this, nobody was held responsible for the disaster.
I feel like beer would be really bad for your skin, so I don't. Okay, maybe it's silly that is my first thought, but that's what I think. What I'm thinking. That's why I don't want to swim in it.
Reports concluding that the collapse was an act of God. I wish people were that lenient with act of God clauses today, like, all right, here's your coffee, ma'am. Whoops. Jesus Christ, it burns! Yes. That was Jesus Christ who did that. You motherfucker, my legs are fusing together. Hey, God works in mysterious ways. Maybe you were supposed to be a mermaid, who knows? So, I hope the knowledge of these events will serve to empower you in your life going forward. If you find one of your friends trapped in molasses, now you'll say, don't worry, I'll save you. In a couple days.
Yeah.
If your street is ever flooded with hard liquor, you'll say, oh boy, time to start chugging. In moderation, of course. But why stop there when you can learn a lifetime of practical wisdom with Skillshare.com? Skillshare is an online learning community with over 22,000 classes in technology, design, business, and more. Premium membership gives you unlimited access to high-quality classes on must-know topics, so you can improve your skills, unlock new opportunities, and do the work you love. Sure, history can write some pretty insane stories, but hey, so can you. With these courses, you can make the next great American novel, or breathe new life into your erotic Sanjay and Craig fanfiction. You ever doodle in the margins of your notebook during class? I know I do.
Oh my god, I need to be smart.
Some classy botanical line drawings.
To become
no more Celtic knots made out of dicks for me, that's for sure. Join the millions of students already learning on Skillshare today with a special offer just for my viewers, where you can get 2 months of Skillshare for free. To sign up, go to skl.sh/sam03. Again, listen, go to skl.sh/sam03 to get 2 months of unlimited access to over 22,000 classes for free. Act now for this special offer and start learning today. Till next time, I'm Sam and Nella, and thank you for watching.
Yippee! Thank you everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like the video. Please check out Salmonella as well, and Skillshare if you're interested. I mean, this is 6 years old, but you know, who knows if this still works. But still, there's no harm in trying. And also, come over to Twitch to watch me live. Yippee! Bye, YouTube!